Hello and welcome, I am Hura and this is my Let's Play series of Europa Universalis 4 and I'm playing as England. As you can see, I've just started up the game. It's the 11th of November 1444 and English is at war with France. We are in the 100 Years' War that started in 1415, so it's actually already been going on for 29 years and we're screwed. We are England here, as you can see, and we have 26,000 men infantry and 10,000 cavalry against 49,000 men and 16,000 cavalry. We do have an alliance with Portugal, but as you can see, Portugal only has 13,000 men, 10,000 infantry, 2,000 cavalry, and I don't think they're gonna be able to help out that much. So I think I'll actually try to peace out. There's really no need to win this war. I think I'm gonna focus on the British Islands. So let's see what we can give them. Let's get a trade overview. So we are in the London trade zone, and our provinces are in the Antwerpen trade zone and in the Bordeaux trade zone. So we have merchants in Bordeaux and London. So we will. The best zones to keep is the zones where you get trade power from, and Calais is in a different trade zone, so we don't really need that. And then for the rest here, they're all in Bordeaux, where we are transferring trade power to our own islands, so we want to keep as much of that as possible. If you go into the trade map mode here, and you mouse over, you can see how much trade power they give. This trade power gives 7.8 trading power, and that is 9.7% of the provinces in this particular trade node. Normandy gives 1.8, not that much. Gaston gives 9, very nice. And the Bourg gives 1.8. So definitely we want to get rid of Calais and then see if we can keep Gaston and Caen. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anyway, we're gonna try to do that. So go in here and click here. And we want to offer tribute because we want to give them stuff. First of all, Calais and Labour. Not enough. How much do they want? We need to get to a positive number. Right now we have +1 for the war score, +23 for peace offer, and +4 for war exhaustion. But France has, they still have their war goal. The war hasn't been that long. France has a higher military, and they have all the alliances, so they need 18 more points to accept. Maybe we can buy them off. No, that's not enough. What about if we give you car? Still not enough. Still need. Oh, only a little. We have 0, so maybe we can just add a little money. Yeah, nice. Oh, wait, it was Normandy we wanted to get rid of. Okay, we can get it. We give up Calais, Normandy, and Labour, and 48 gold, and they are letting off the hook. So send offer. Okay, so once the turn ticks, we should be out of the war. Next up, let's have a look at our king. He's not very good. The king has 3 skill levels in each of the 3 monarch point categories: military, diplomatic, and administrative. And the king's score can go from 0 to 6. So obviously we're kind of screwed there also. We do have a base of 3 in each of them, but we're using 2 of them apparently for leaders. Oh, we have a lot of leaders. probably gonna have to fire one of those, maybe both. We'll look at it later. But we have to hire some advisors. So let's see. All of these are level 1 advisors, which mean they give 1 extra point of their power, and all of these are, of course, the diplomatic power ones. But besides giving extra monarch points, they also give a bonus, and that bonus is not connected with the level. It's just the same whether he's a level 1, 2, or 3. And we can see we can get a theologian, which give lower on the revolt risk. I don't think we have any of that right now. We can get an artist, which lowers stability cost modifiers. I don't think we're gonna buy any, at least right now, so don't need him either. And we can get missionary strength, and we are all Catholic, so we don't need that either. So we're just gonna go for him in case we wanna buy stability later. Okay, then we're gonna get a diplomatic advisor. See, here's a level 3, and he's much more expensive. 144 gold and 9 gold each month, compared to 12 or 16 here and 1 gold per month. So we definitely can't afford that yet. If you look at our money here, we are already in debt. No, we're not in debt. We're already in negative balance because we're paying a lot for our armies, and I guess once we lose this territory, it won't exactly help. So we're gonna go with a level 1. We're gonna get 10% off diplomatic technology, which is very nice, or we can get diplomatic reputation. I'm gonna go with this one. And then for the last advisor, military, we only really got one choice because there's only one level 1. So we're gonna take the armor organizer. Okay, let's see. We're at war, disputed succession. We also got a selecting mission. We can either construct a grand fleet. We have to have 30 heavy ships. That's a lot. We can't do that. And we only get 2 prestige, so that's not really good. We can form an alliance with Navarra, which is down here. I think they only got the 1 province. But we get 10 prestige and 25 diplomatic power, which is really nice. So at our current rate, that would be like 6 or 7 months worth of diplomatic power just for getting an alliance with Navarra. And that alliance doesn't cost you anything. You have these diplomatic relations. You can only have 4 before you have to pay for them. So that's all it really costs, and we are gonna get a lot of power out of it, so we're gonna do that. The last one is Revitalize Scotland. No, this one is better. Okay, alliance actions. Aline, wanna accept. Send. Okay. So, next thing, we're gonna look at our ships. We have a huge trading fleet. Let's see where we're gonna use it. We have, as I said, 2 merchant out. One in the London trade node, which is mostly this red area, and it's mostly ours. And as you can see down here, we have a lot of trade power from our provinces. We already have quite a big advantage here, whereas down here, not as much. What we're doing down here is transferring trade power, sending as much gold as we can up to our own trade node, because if you try to collect money from a foreign trade zone, you get a big modifier to your trade power for collecting outside of your capital. So it's definitely best to collect here, which is why we will be transferring. So I think I'm gonna split this. I'm gonna keep a few ships at home. 4, I think. These are gonna patrol in London, and then the other 14 are gonna patrol down in Bordeaux to try and push as much trade up this route as possible. We also have the Royal Navy, which consists of 12 heavy ships. and 15 transport. Really nice. So it means we can transport a lot of army back and forth. Which I guess will start transporting Normandy. And we're gonna cover this. Oh, I guess we're ready to unpause. I'm gonna go to speed 3 and then I'm gonna unpause. Oh, let's see what all this is about. Oh, France accepted the peace, but you know what they were gonna. We got a reconquest on Armagnac, which is down here, and that's just because we have a call there. We got a dishonorable scum against France because they took our stuff, and that means they get a diplomatic penalty called aggressive expansion, and it functions like the old bad boy system in EU3, except that it only affects countries that are close to you. So that will probably also be like Aragon and Burgundy. They will also get this casus belli. Then we have the Navarra accepted our alliance. Perfect. We got the mission, and we also got a reconquest casus belli on France because they took our provinces. Okay, we have a new mission. We can vassalize Scotland still, contract, or we can rile. We don't want that because I'm gonna take over Ireland pretty soon, so we don't want to be allied, have a royal marriage with them because it's gonna give a penalty if we wanna declare war. So guess this is it's a long time thing, but guess this is the best one. Yeah, we were going to pick up this infantry. And our diplomat got home. Oh, the Papal State want to ally with us. I think I'm gonna say yes because when you're Catholic, you have to you basically have to have a good relation with the Papal State, because if you don't, the Pope can excommunicate you, or the controller of the Pope can, and then you really get a big penalty to all Catholic countries, and that's not nice. So I'm gonna say yes to this. That's a good opportunity to look at this. The Papacy seems Sweden are the current courier controller. We have 1.43 papal influence and yearly change of 12.55. So papal influence is a sort of currency that you use to bribe these cardinals. Actually, you vote for them, and whoever gives the most votes to a cardinal gets to influence him. And when he then gets elected for actually becoming a cardinal, we influence him, and the country who influences the most active cardinals, they control the Pope, the Holy See as it's called, and gets to do all sorts of nice stuff. You get cheaper stability, you get an extra diplomat, extra prestige, extra possible advisors. So as you can see, when I chose this, we could choose from 3 different. Now there's 2 different types left. But if we are the controller of the Holy See, we actually get 2 more advisors to choose from. We also get extra papal influence, so it's kind of a boost to keeping the power. And we also get to have 1 extra leader without paying military upkeep, so that's real nice. However, we don't have enough to influence anybody yet, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. I think the first order of business should be to get into some wars up here. We don't really have any casus bellis, so we should probably try constructing some claims. We can fabricate claims on Leinster. It will take about a year, and there will be a small percentage chance of being discovered, and people will get mad if we are discovered. Not much though. Yes. So when that ticks, we'll be able to get a casus belli. We basically get a claim to their territory, which allows us to legally declare war, and then that way we won't piss off our own nobility and the peasants, and because they really don't want to see the king just going into random wars. So yeah, let's bump it up to speed 4. See what get into any troubles. Now it would, since we have 15 transports, it would really be nice to kind of divvy out our army so we can transport all at once. So I think I'm gonna split off a bit of infantry here. Set it over there. Now we have this nice chunk of units that can be used to. Oh, we got a royal marriage offer from Portugal, and we already have a diplomatic relation to them, so it won't cost extra, and it will give us extra chances for an heir and extra legitimacy, so it's good. And the same from Navarra, so yeah. We still have the alliance with the Papal States. We have one more possible relation. We could try to vassalize Scotland by diplomatic means. Oh, you can't do that. As you can see down in the bottom, the red numbers, Scotland has more than 3 provinces, which just gives a -1000 modifier. It kind of says you can't do this. So we can't vassalize Scotland. But we did get a subjugation casus belli against them. Maybe we should just go to war right away. Let's look. This is a very nice tool. It's called the Ledger, and it kind of lets you cheat a little bit. Look at what kind of troops the other countries got. So let's find Scotland. It's a ways down. Scotland here only got 6,000 troops, so yeah. I think we're just gonna go kill them. That would be nice. Actually, let's do that because then we can. Yeah. Okay, let's get our army up there so we're ready. Kind of sneaky. And we're gonna need the big ships in the war to take care of his fleet and to kind of block off all his ports. So we're just gonna send the transport down alone for the last 8, since there's really no threats down here. They are allied with Burgundy and France though, but I don't think France is gonna say yes to the war, and Burgundy can't really. I don't think they have an navy big enough to really combat ours, so they can't get anything across. So let's just try, see what happens. Oh, and we can call Portugal. Oh, they won't do it because it's too far away. Oh. Bastards. Oh well. Okay. We're gonna drop off 4 ships here just to kind of take care of that. Then we're just gonna take this around and dispatch ships all around to blockade all his ports, which will help in the war. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Oh, and Burgundy did join the war. but doesn't seem they have much in ships. So that's... I think they won't be a problem. Once I get these ports blockaded off, I'm just gonna go down there and make sure they can't really send any troops. Oh, and we were already in our first battle. I missed that. Maybe I should take the speed down. Down here, we won, so that's nice. We probably want to go take care of this army. Oh, we forgot to take a leader. I'm actually gonna go back for that. I'm gonna dispatch sieges, then I'm gonna go back to get some leaders. And we're in the sea battle up here. And we won. We just destroyed their ships. Okay, we want this guy and this guy. And then we're gonna file the last one because we don't want to pay upkeep. And this is our transport fleet. Just go into the harbor and get those guys too. Attached to transport and... Oh, and Bordeaux is also at war with... Oh, at war with me, of course. So they can get to Car here, but it really won't matter because they won't get much war score for that. So we can drop this out up here. And then I think I'm gonna go attack him. As you can see here, there's a little skull beside the troops, and that's because we have attrition here. It's probably, yeah, it's winter, and as you can see, if I switch over to this view, this is pretty cold. So in the winter, most provinces up north especially get lower attrition values. You can see the attrition if you have an army selected and you hover over a province. The last number in the parentheses shows how much weight your army has, and the yellow numbers shows the supply limits. So if we were to go into Aberdeen, you can see we would have a weight of 13 against 15, so we would be able to be there without no problems. But if you go into the Highlands, where there are already 9,000 troops, we will have a problem. And also in 5 actually, but hopefully we can destroy his army and it won't be a problem. Detach blockade, and then I'm gonna go down here and blockade Burgundy as well. Yeah. Oh, and of course he's gonna do that. I'm gonna reinforce with this army. Yeah. Oh, and he stopped. He was afraid. Look, he was on his way down here to Ayrshire. But then I started moving down, and he kind of, oh well, I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna send this army up here. I'm gonna detach a siege with this, and I'm gonna send him too. And then we're gonna be 18 against 9. So I think we're just gonna beat him. Oh no. Don't go into harbor. You got a blockade. Attach blockade, go there. Then we're gonna blockade all of Burgundy. As you can see, we already got a lot of war score just from our blockade, so blockading in a war is really nice. We also got a little from the battles, but we are losing something because we don't have the war goal, which is to control Lothian. And Lothian is right here, and it's the capital of Scotland. And since we're trying to vassalize them, get them in under our crown, we have to take their capital to win. We can't if you try to vassalize them before. I don't think we can even do that before we have Lothian. Oh, and our transports got here. Let's go to the Western Isles. Let's see how this combat is going. We got quite bad penalties for crossing a river, and because this is a difficult terrain, it's highland. I think actually can see, yeah, if you go into the terrain map mode and you hover over, you can see in this area, the highlands, 35% is hills, 21% is plain, 20% is mountain, and 20% is coastline. And I think when you attack, you have like a random chance whether you end up in hills, plains, or mountains. And we just we ended up in what were we gonna say? Yeah, we ended up in, I think, yeah, we ended up with hills, which is why we got the -2. I think it was when mountains it would be off even worse. So we got a little luck there. Oh, we won. We lost a lot more troops than he did, but now he's routed and he will go to Aberdeen. So let's follow him. He can't move. That little lock there shows that he's so low in morale that his troops, they just don't want to follow him anymore. They're just locked in place. So they have to stand there until the month ticks, where they can regenerate some morale, and then they can move on. While they don't have any morale, they're really vulnerable. And if you attack them with no morale, you will just destroy the army, no matter how big it is. Even if you were attacked with like 1,000 troops and he has a giant stack of 40,000, as long as he has no morale, he's just gonna get wiped out. So watch out for that. Oh, and we destroyed his army here in Aberdeen. Really nice. So now we're controlling all of Scotland, or at least we have sieges everywhere, and we have all of his coast blockaded, which really helps with the sieges. If you just look at the siege, the siege works like this. You have siege phases, and base length for them is 30 days, and then they get faster if there's war exhaustion and all other sort of stuff. And each siege phase we roll a die, and the die can either be can be from 0 or I think 1 to 14, and then we compare that number to this table. As you can see, if we roll a 5 to 11, we get supply shortages. If you roll a 12 to 13, we get a food shortage. 14 to 15, water shortage. 16 to 19, defenders desert, which would mean that this number is getting smaller. And on a 20, they surrender. But as you can see, the max we can roll is 14. We have a -2 from their fort level. We don't have, we have them under blockade, so normally there would be a -2 here. We don't have any artillery yet, so we don't have any bonus there, and our commander has no siege bonus. So the maximum we can actually roll is 14 -2, which is 12. Then we already have one modifier here because we already went to a siege phase. And as you can see, we can have up to 12 modifiers. We get 1 for food supply shortage, 2 for food shortage, 3 for water shortage, and 1 for defenders desert. And if we roll a perfect 14 on the die, we break through the walls, which will give a +3 to the siege roll, and also make it much easier if we want to assault, which we don't wanna. Gascon revolt. The ongoing oppression and exploitation of the Gascon minority has finally reached its boiling point. The citizens of Gaston has decided to take up arms against the oppressors. So we either choose to suppress the Gascon rebels, which gives 16 patriot regiments in Gaston, as well as extra revolt risk and lower manpower for a few months, or we can negotiate with the rebels, which will lose 30 gold along with some tax and some stability cost, but it will only be for like 4 or 5 months, so we are not really in this position to fight a huge rebellion down here right now, so we'll negotiate with them. Oh, and as you might see, we are actually losing money right now because we're paying a lot for our army and fleet. Once this war is over, we'll trim down our costs so we can get a more balanced budget. Oh, and Leinster joined the alliance. We might have to take advantage of that. Detach, go here, just to make sure they can't get out of the port. Wouldn't it be perfect if we could get them also? We're just gonna drop off our troops here. They're gonna attack. What? Oh, they just got an alliance, they didn't go to war actually. Oh, that's sad. Oh well. Oh, this siege is going pretty good. We already had a 14% chance each siege score for them to surrender. And oh, 5 was going even better. Cool. Let's move them here. They won't actually help out, but just for looks. And Ayrshire fell. Let's move them here as well. Or Ayrshire, maybe. Let's bump up the speed to 4 again, since we're just kind of waiting. Oh, our agent was discovered! My king, we have been informed that our agent in Leinster has been discovered by Leinster while fabricating a claim in Leinster. So lots of Leinster. The efforts continue, but have been set back significantly. I wonder if you can actually see that anywhere. Maybe up here. Oh yeah. Samuel Howe from England has been working to fabricate claims in Leinster. He has been doing it for 278 days. His progress is 46.5%. So, still a long way to go. We're actually gonna have to take a loan soon. That's not good. Since we already have them beaten, maybe we can turn down the army morale a tiny bit, and there's no real fleets to fight. We're gonna fight this. When we take this province Lothian, they can't really be in the harbor anymore, so we'll wait with the fleet maintenance until we kind of got this done with, because we don't want to lose our ships. They're really expensive to buy new ones of. Oh no, Cowfeld. So Burgundy was able to take our province, which cost about 6.5 walk all. We'll see if that's a problem later. Actually, let's see if we can get Burgundy to leave. Maybe we can just like No, he won't. He won't accept a white piece. I don't really wanna. Maybe we can just concede defeat. No. No. He don't wanna leave. He doesn't wanna leave. Still, luckily, France is still in power of the war, though. Lothian. So, we got Lothian here, which meant that the fleet had to leave, and we got in a battle, and we actually captured one of their big ships, which is really, really nice. But then he got in here. Oops, there's too many people. Just go down here. Combine with these guys. Oh, and then Aberdeen fell too. Nice. Get out. And we captured one more ship. Really nice. And he's probably gonna go up here next. We don't need him in anymore because he's just blockading our O port, which doesn't. And we don't need him either. So just everything go to this shore. Nobles ally with foreign power. The nobility was not fully subjugated during this age, and the nobles could and did strike independent alliances with foreign princes. The crowns of Europe might not have liked it, but they were normally hard-pressed to prevent these kinds of activities. They will pay for the treachery. We give a diplomatic insult against Tyrone, but lose Trinity and Ministry Repeater, or we deal with them later and lose prestige. Normally I wouldn't want to lose monarch powers or prestige, since prestige is gained pretty easily in battles or by exploring later on. But this will give us a casus belli against Tyrone here, so we can actually go and take Ulster. So I'm gonna say yes, please. This army I'm gonna move down to London. Oh, and we got the last siege. And they just lost instantly. Let's see. We now have 100% war score. So let's see if they want to be our vassals. Yes. That gives us... Oh, it doesn't, because it was our goal. We don't give any overextension, which we didn't take any provinces. That's not a problem. But we didn't get any aggressive expansion either, and we do have to pay 50 diplomatic power for this. But that's okay. We do get 20 prestige, which is really, really nice. Prestige helps out with trade, with the morale of your armies and navies. It makes cheaper mercenaries. It makes your spy defense better. It makes your defense of your cities better. It gives extra influence over the Pope. It gives extra legitimacy, and it gives better relation with other nations. So prestige is actually pretty nice. It does decay over time, so we have to actually be active about it. But it's really nice. Let's send this. And let's get all our armies out of here. And we don't want to use our money on that anymore then. Let's set just so the fleet can repair, we're gonna set it at low. We don't have any, we have a little bit of reinforcement, so we're gonna set that low too, so they can kind of get to reinforce. So they accepted and are now our vassal. We got 10 prestige extra, and we lost the casus belli, but yeah. And we got to do a new mission. Remove Leinster from the map. So we have to own Leinster again. Win-win. Not the best mission, only 5 prestige, but we get to go to war with Leinster. let's choose that. And actually, I think we've been playing for some time now, so I think I'm gonna take a break. See you later.